Hey everyone, Jeff-McErlain here, and today I'm going to do something a little different. I have my first YouTube guitar unboxing. Hey everyone, today I want to talk about this great trip I made out to a really cool store out in Morristown, New Jersey called Watchtower Guitars, where some of my good friends run this spectacular shop that carries PRS, Gibson, 2-Rock of course, Fender Custom Shop, you name it, these guys have got it. What a great store. And so of course I went poking around looking at guitars with nothing in mind, and we know how that goes, don't we? So this is my first unboxing video on YouTube. I thought, hey, why not? I'm a gear nerd. We're all gear nerds. We're here for this. We love it. So, what did I come home with? It's a Gibson, isn't it? So let's check it out. It is a 1964 reissue, historic custom shop from 2006. And as you can see, it's pretty much completely unplayed, which is really cool. I'm generally not a SG fan in the past because sometimes I found the necks to be a little thin and they're a little neck heavy for me. But this guitar solves both of those problems. It's got a thicker neck profile, which I really dig, and with the Vibrola, it adds a little weight to the body and it really balances the guitar out. I'm going to plug into my 2-Rock Studio Signature into the Universal Audio aux, crank up the gain on the amp, because yeah guys, this amp can really be a rock amp if you want it to be, and let's check it out. So it sounds pretty good, right? So what do I look for in a guitar? Well, I want the weight to be right, and that's really important to me. This one's 7 pounds, 11 ounces. Pretty good. SGs can be lighter, but since we have the Maestro Vibrola on here, it adds some weight, which I actually, like I said, I like because it keeps the guitar a little more balanced for me. So what do I look for when I'm choosing a guitar? Well, the first thing I do is when it's hanging up on the shelf or in their hanger, I'll pluck the guitar, the E string, and hold the guitar. And if I can feel the high E string resonating in the body of the guitar, that's a really good sign. And I'll strum the rest of the strings and see what it sounds like. If it's really resonating, then I've got to take that guitar off the shelf and check it out. If I strum, if I pluck those strings and I don't feel any resonance in the body, it's usually a guitar I'll pass on. Just because I love the way the guitar sounds acoustically, it's super important. That's the next thing I'll do is I'll sit down and I will play the guitar by itself acoustically even before I plug it in. Because one of the joys I have in all the guitars I choose, when I strum them, I can feel them resonating against my body. They're loud acoustically. There is some argument that the wood makes no difference because you're using pickups and the pickups are electronic and they negate the wood. I think that's nonsense. Anybody who knows guitars, or the kind of guitars I like, knows that the guitar starts with the actual wood, it resonating, because the pickup just picks up what's going on with the guitar. People try to argue it. I know what I like, and I know what's right for me. So let me run the guitar through its paces and show you the different pickup sounds and why I think it's a good guitar. Now I'm just using the overdrive from the amp, bridge pickup, tone, everything all the way up. I'll roll that back. Pretty cool. Let's try the neck pickup. Now, what I love already is I can hear much different sound than the Les Paul, a little more airy, less lows. So it's really different. Now, another noticeable difference on an SG is the wider neck and where everything sits. So we've got almost like a classical width neck, and the guitar sits over here. Like a Les Paul kind of feels like it sits here where the neck connects. So it is a little off-putting at first when you start playing it, thinking like, oh, everything's over here. But the upper fret access is killer. And when you're standing up too. So let's try that with a little overdrive on top. So what I love is that old kind of Clapton sound. Right? That's that kind of woman tone. Let's try the bridge. I gotta admit, it's taken a little bit of me getting used to this neck. It's a little wider, so I'm struggling a little bit, but it's cool. Let's try a different overdrive. That was a Klon kind of pedal. That was a Nordvang. Let's try just a little bit of a clean boost. Turn that up. Just total clean boost. Pull that back. I would use this a little bit. Any more than that, it's already kind of putting it out of tune a little bit. So honestly, my intentions in this is to just take off this bar. I've got Strats. I'm sure there's a way you can get this to stay in tune really well. I don't know if that actually will work for me. So I didn't get it for that. I got it because the guitar sounded amazing. Now there's lots of things you can do, like Derek Trucks has done, where he leaves this piece on here and replaces this with a stop tailpiece, just like a regular Gibson, like on a Les Paul, where you have the stamped ABR and then the stop tailpiece. That's an option, but there is something I've been told about the airy kind of quality that they call this the lyre bridge, because there's a lyre on there, the picture of the lyre, so that they call it a lyre bridge, and it kind of adds like an airier top quality to it. It's a little more clean. So I'm going to dial back the gain a bit here. Got it kind of boosted in the back of the amp, so let me flip that. There we go. Pretty great. Now what I'll do is I'll dial this in the same way as I would a Les Paul. You treat everything, if you check out my Les Paul video, link above there, I dial in the amp for the neck pickup, right? So if I want things, let me get a little more gain back on here. Flip that switch, I'm gonna go to the high, there's a middle switch here on the 2-rock, which gives me more gain. So check it out. So I'm gonna go to the neck pickup. Maybe want that a little thinner, so I'm going to roll back the bass a little bit. Maybe to the treble a little bit. So. But that might make my bridge pickup a bit bright. So what I might do is roll back the tone knob a bit on the bridge. So they match. Gain again. So I mean about the neck now, I've got a little less bass on the amp when I'm driving it harder. I think a lot of guitar players put too much bass on their amp sometimes anyway. You don't really need that much because it can lead to the amp being flubby. And I go that bridge. And I can dial that in. Right? If I take that tone knob all the way up on the bridge, it's a little bright for me, so once again I'm going to dial it back just by ear. There it is. Just listen. So, kind of right there. Like there's like sweet spot in the knob, the tone knob. You have to kind of find what's right. It'll vary for you depending on what pot you're using. So, start a fuzz. Yeah. So thanks for checking out this video, I really appreciate it. If you liked me talking about things like this, please let me know in the comments section. You can check out my website, Jeff-McErlain.com, or the links below for merchandise. I've got my record with Robin Ford, I've got my record that I've done by myself, I've got all sorts of background tracks on my website that are available for purchase, as well as the t-shirts and the mugs. And of course, all my courses with TrueFire and my course with Brett Papa, Blues Rock Masters, the British edition. So, until next time, thanks so much, and once again, thanks to my friends at Watchtower Guitars. So I will see you guys next time.